let me come to the Garrison state book. Why did I have to write it? On the same day, two states came into being, India and Pakistan. How do we explain that India, despite the BJP, always goes through free and fair elections, and the party which wins the majority forms the government? And we also were born the same day. In fact, we have also created a myth by doing it on the 14th. 14th is not when the British transferred power, may I tell you. They transferred power on the 15th. On the 14th of August in Lahore, the Punjab governor, Sir Evan Jenkins, was writing the last telegram at 10:30 in the night. So till the 14th night, the British were still in charge of Indian subcontinent. Only as a ceremony on the 14th, they had, inaugurated the Constituent Assembly and so on. But actual transfer of power is on the 15th. And for the first 2 years, Pakistan used to celebrate its Independence Day on the 15th of August. So here is another manipulation of facts. Pakistan is a labyrinth of as many twists and whatever you want to do it. So why did I write, why could Pakistan not establish civilian supremacy, whereas India could? And the answer is that the Pakistan Muslim League was no political party at all. It was a collection of regional strongmen and leaders who only wanted to save their land holdings because the Congress had threatened that they will abolish zamindari. Simple as that. So the Sindhi landlord, the Punjabi landlord, and the rest came together to prevent an India coming into being based on socialist ideas. And look at, in India, the land ownership in Punjab, East Punjab, is from 2 to 5 acres mostly. A few big pieces, 17, 20 acres, that's all. And in Pakistan, the first land reform was by President Ayub Khan. It was 500 acres of irrigated land and 1,000 acres of unirrigated land. When Bhutto came, he went out with 150 acres of irrigated and 300 acres of unirrigated land. But he created another twist. He said that he has consulted Islamic scholars and they have told him then in Islam, ownership is by the individual, not by the family. So by another subterfuge, I would say, the same family, let's say I have 3 children, I have my wife. So if I have 500 acres, I give 100 acres to each one of them. And nothing is actually surrendered. And the landlords, what they did was even transferred their property to their servants, poor people, but dependent on them, so that the land was not taken and given to the actual tillers of the land. So Bhutto's reform was also fraudulent in a way. But still the ceiling is 150, later 100 acres. And when Zia came, he said in Islam, there is no limit on ownership of land. So you still have feudalism. And look at your assembly, who all are elected. How come people with landed property are predominantly there? And the Bradari connections and so on are so important. So I have argued that Pakistan from day one did not have political institutions to be a democracy. And the army was the only institution and the civil service which could hold Pakistan together for right and wrong. Once the army came to power in 58, there is a saying in English that once you taste blood, it becomes your habit. After 58, they realized there is so much power running the army, but also running the state. And look at all the national wealth which they claim and which is not open to discussion in the Pakistan National Assembly. So what is corruption? If this is not corruption, this is unfair use of national resources just to maintain a huge army which has never won any war